stuff no one knows tonight, basically. Because some of our stuff is like, hey, they want this reframe thing over and over and over again. Trying to come to it. It's like, hey, not for some of them from side, not for you're like,
definitely saw I think Isaacs just like have like that come out like just like a friend of love.
oh, they're gonna tear asleep. I'm not even like ready to be honest.
Just like trying to optimize the character.
Optimization of the character and then
I think the problem is that there's a lot of top tiers in this game that just like so like 3, 2, 1, go! If anyone wants to commentate, mic's free.
It's like I played Ken, and then they both Ken, and now I'm like, okay, well now I might actually keep playing Ken. Even though he does not help my matchups for like at all, still tempted because it's just too much fun. Alrighty. Rob and Dark Samus. Both players going to be just kind of spacing each other out a little bit here. greeD and Iron Kaiser here. Looks like coming in the middle of this match that Iron Kaiser's been doing a really, really good job of getting the lead and just kind of chip. I feel like, ooh, there's the down tilt, going to be catching his recovery there. Oh, catching the air dodge there, going to be taking the first stock. And right now, Iron Kaiser building a really, really decent lead over greeD right now. Definitely not impossible or anything. Just a good start to a set here, and we can probably see some Rob damage here. Down throw, there's the up tilt. The up air. Tries to catch him there, trying to bait out an option, but he does not fall for it. Iron Kaiser playing very patient in the air there. And that's something I kind of noticed about Rob, is that you kind of have to play like that, because if you just kind of pick options to deal with the first thing he throws at you instead of just trying to avoid it outright, he just has ways to completely punish you over and over and over, and it can start to feel like you just can't do anything. You just have to play really, really calculated against him, or he's really going to rack up a lot of damage and sometimes just kill you outright at really, really low percents. Gonna be catching him here. Iron Kaiser just building a huge lead right now. Right now, lapping him in percent in the second stock, but there's the reflect with the side B. They're going to be playing back into neutral here. Both players just trying to find the last hit on this stock here. They're both at very high percents, could easily be taken either way. But greeD really does need to close this stock out as soon as possible and start putting damage onto the next one. Oh no, Iron Kaiser taking the stock there with another neutral B catching his landing there. And right now, greeD has a hill to climb. Definitely not impossible by any means. I've seen some pretty crazy things, but he's going to have to really start playing differently. There's the up smash, though. Catching his hit up there, putting things back down. Right now, greeD just one stock down. Definitely not impossible. Ooh, going to be using the back air there to get the extra momentum, making it to the ledge. Iron Kaiser not able to find the down tilt at that time, but right now, ooh! Danger zone. And they're flanking with the neutral B there. And the explosion. Down tilt, going to be getting punished for that. Trying to think he probably tried to follow up on that. Up B going to be hitting him there, putting him back on the ledge. And right now, greeD is definitely looking in a little bit of a tricky spot here. Up throw, going to be trying to find some damage in forward air. Able to find the down tilts. There's the throw off stage into the laser. Putting him at 81 off stage. Goes for the downer and closes the stock. And right now things are getting closed up real evenly here. 75% deficit, but that's nothing compared to what we saw earlier in the match. 88%. Off stage though, does find his way back. There we go, here's where the damage starts coming. 31%. Right out the gate here, gets him with the gyro. And this is what I was talking about, where if you start to panic, if Rob starts to get in your head, he racks up damage so quickly. And it just starts to feel impossible. It feels like he's just winning every exchange, but he's really just kind of trying to play his game. Putting him back into disadvantage here, gets the gyro, goes for the up air there, putting him in disadvantage. And right now, we're basically at a pretty close to even game. Gets the nair here. That being said, greeD has to be careful here. And there's the down air closing out the game. Starting to run that back there. It seems like he was adapting really well, and I feel like that's going to come into play in the second game a lot more than the first. Since, I mean, coming back from that far and kind of closing the gap down to like, what, 40% from that big of disadvantage, I feel like that's going to be a lot better to try and come back from down the line there. Seems like he's starting to adapt. What is it? What?
all the starter stages, except PS2 and PS1. And that's it. And there's no ban for
No bans at all. Neat. I mean, hey, science. I mean, hey, for science. So trying out a new, yeah.
I mean, like one of the things I was looking forward to was just like making the stage just a little bit tighter.
Right. Yeah. So just kind of seeing what people think in that kind of environment.
Pretty much, because like I got rid of like all like the obvious bans.
That's the thing, right? The game is so young and people are so already against experimenting with any sort of like stages or anything. I mean, Mementos was killed in like a week, even though I love that stage. I disagree. I like that stage. I like it. I don't even play zoners. I just like Mementos. In fact, I play characters that zoners love to fight. But it's like, I feel like we still are at a point where we can kind of experiment a little bit more. Because... Yikes! WarioWare. Alright, so, game 2 here right now. Much more even at the end here. There's the down tilt, or the up tilt, I mean, my bad. Looking a lot closer right now. Seems like that adaptation really is coming into play right now. Still slight deficit, but nothing even close to what the first game was right now. I mean, very slight deficit. Gets the side B here. They're just trying to put this pressure onto Iron Kaiser, and I see him playing a lot more, what's the word? I guess for lack of better words, he's playing a lot better around what his opponent wants to do. It feels like he's playing a bit less of what the game is and more just kind of playing around what Iron Kaiser's trying to do here. And it's working out a lot better for him, for sure. I mean, Iron Kaiser really did have his number that first game right up until the end. It seems like that adaptation from the first game really is coming into play here. Off stage, gets the back air off the wall jump. Well done there. Finding the gyro, and he finds his way back on stage. There's the down air. Goes to the gyro snipe. They're neither going to be finding its particular connect though. Goes for that down air, trying to just... He's really trying to wrap his stock up, and it seems like he is going to get punished for that right now. Kaiser taking a lead once again. greeD definitely needs to close the stock out a little bit faster. And as I say that, before I even finish my sentence, he closes out the stock a little bit faster. So right now, dead even game 2. greeD starting to get a lead here. Really solid adaptation from this player, honestly, over the course of this match. I mean, just over the course of this set, we're seeing him adapt so well, and I feel like that's going to be the key here, if he does take this game, is going to be how Iron Kaiser adapts to him in going into the last game, because we saw at the beginning of the set, Iron Kaiser just had his number outright. Like, there was very little he could do, it felt like. And right now, we're seeing kind of the opposite. We're seeing greeD kind of run away with his lead right now. And so I'm wondering how going into game 3, the adaptation is going to be in the first game. Goes for the side B, trying to... I think he might have tried to cross that up, I'm not sure. I don't know, I'm sorry. I might be dumb there. I don't even know probably out of that, I'm not sure. I'm a little dumb, but either way, right now, still with a solid lead. Getting put off stage, though, it's a dangerous place. Goes for the laser there, just trying to keep his opponent from pressuring him until he get back to stage. Forward air, going to be putting him off stage, 82%! Reflects it right there, going to be coming back. Very dangerous position there. Well done with the side B to reflect that. Perfect timing. There's the back air. They're going to close the game out, and Iron Kaiser takes the set 2-0 over greeD. Well played by both players there. Just very solid play in general. And I look forward to seeing that.
I was gonna, but I was like, he's already walking around. Please keep your commentating.
That has to be that way or for the overlay to be getting on the screen. That's just how I'm gonna try to fix it next time, but I haven't figured it out.
What's up with it?
It's just that the screen over there is like a little bit zoomed in, so some things are like cut off.
Ooh.
But the stocks are still visible.
No, I know what you're saying, but yikes.
Yeah, but it has to be that way in order to look at
To fit, no, I get it.
So what's up?